AD with Corki mid and Ivern in the jungle is. It's very, very oppressive. If you fall behind, you always lose. But that's a point for another day. It's not draft. I thought maybe Jinair will go in that direction, but none of these players are playing it in solo queue, so maybe I'm not surprised. They were a bit slower to see it, but Rengar, so of the OPs, the Rengar, Camille, LeBlanc, we have seen them on the Rift 8 times, 8 victories, looking to make it 9 this time with the Rengar.
Yeah, we'll see how Spirit does. Was certainly looking lost in his series versus KT Rolster as he played those 2 games out. Did get Olaf in the one, had that success, but otherwise not the strongest. We'll see how they're going to fare as they move forward into this game because the Freecs, you know, not quite in the position of Kongdu Monster, but this is a team that had a lot of hype around it with Marin returning. They need to get some wins on the board.
I mean, I think that storyline's a little bit facetious because they've had a very tough schedule, but if they don't 2-0, if they don't win this series, then the alarm bells start ringing.
You say that, but they did lose to MVP, so that's...
How good is MVP, though?
That's a big question mark on their record, so we have to see how they fare against Jinair, 9th place team at the moment, but let's go ahead, not waste any more time, get onto the Rift for Game 1 of Freecs versus Jinair Green Wings.
When they clear it, so they're even closer to their Infinity Edge.
Yep.
League of Infinity Edge.
Don't buy wards. You heard it here. Wasted time. Ash Arrow goes out, not going to connect on the Teddy. Spirit finds Snowflower, and he's going to flash over the wall.
But crucially, first ultimate from Rengar doesn't find a kill. It feels like they could have kind of chosen one target and not gone for a half-screen arrow. They could have gone for something a little bit more assured.
Oh boy,
this time,
flash
this
over
is pretty
the wall.
assured.
Yeah, Umti finding Tucson, locks him down as that the chain of corruption comes through from Teddy. First blood picked up, nicely done by Umti yet again, showing no hesitation and just flashing that wall for the Dragon 3.
Yeah, the we've seen so far this season.
Yeah, definitely not a good start here. Spirit just trying to be really aggressive and just gets punished for it immediately. Snowflower really good with that exhaust to try to get the kill. Meanwhile, speaking of that, it's going to be the Ash Arrow coming through, but they can't really follow up, and Kramer, he takes that piercing arrow to the face.
That's the flash for minions. He dies to minions.
Oh boy, that is just devastating for a Freak. Snowflower will go down, but what a misplay by Kramer getting taken out. Marin is able to come up with a kill. Meanwhile, TP in by Ixu. Wants to go ahead and go forward with this. The tidal wave comes through, pops him up, but it's not enough. Now that's going to be the Weaver's Wall thrown into the back as Gusan tries to cut off Marin. He's still pretty healthy, and they don't really have any way of diving with Ixu being as low as he is.
Fine, Jeanette.
Yeah. Definitely not the spot you want to be in. The 9th place team giving you a run for your money.
Oh, Spirit.
Pushing in. Spirit's going to get found. They kick him right into the face of Kuzan, and he goes down. Can't even react. Doesn't have a flash available to do so. Sonic Wave won't land, but Teddy's going to flash forward. The seismic shove comes through, and Teddy picks himself up a kill in the bottom lane. 5-1. Jinair really going with this one to keep this momentum pushing, and they might just be able to close out a game early against the Freecs. UMT is already prepped for that one to come up. Ocean Drake should be able to pick this one up rather easily. Spirit and Marin are nearby. They throw a ward into the pit. They want to contest
Equalizer available.
They go ahead, they pop that Umti, goes low, Spirit trying to chase in, flashes forward, and he will go down. Marin comes up with a kill. Ixu threw out the depth charge to try to dissuade it, but it was not enough. Flash away from the Lee Sin and the Nautilus, and an Ocean Drake gets handed over to AFREECA. So a nice pickup, a good kill that they desperately needed to have on the board.
He's a perfect ball carrier, so yes. Oh, Kramer, he's dead instantly.
Boy.
Instantly killed under the turret. This will maybe be that objective finally.
All right, well,
Nami was nowhere to be seen. The Shockwave, there's actually a lot of safety with just an Edge of the Night for Teddy.
I mean, we weren't, I'll hold that thought as the Ash Arrow comes out. Teddy throws out the Chain of Corruption on the Spirit, but he's able to cleanse it off. The Equalizer comes down, gets popped back in with a Shockwave, and he goes down. Kuro able to come up with a kill. Can AFREECA find anything else? Weaver's Wall thrown down by Kuzan. He had to stop them from pushing forward into that turret.
Throw the Hunt used to be such a scary thing, but it lasts so long now. Marin could turn around with an Equalizer here.
He gets popped up, has that big
great terrain for it.
Zyra ultimate being thrown down by Snowflower. Teddy going low, but the Shockwave won't catch him. Just finds Ixu, who will fall as Kuro just autos him to death. AFREECA coming up with the kill. Dragon getting ready to spawn in 5 seconds. Could just be a Mountain Drake picked up by them. Close, but Marin, yeah. He's been grinding away at the CS. Tier 1 turret in mid. Let's go down in favor of AFREECA. And Ixu you know, he wants to fish for a dredge line, but he just can't even go for it because it would just spell the death of, if not him, many other people. Umpty goes in, gets the kick on the Kramer. He takes a big chunk of damage off that piercing arrow.
Marin.
They're trying to find Spirit now. Cleanses off the dredge line, connects, but won't pull him back in. It's the W.
It was good timing, though. It was a 4v4. Marin had to walk down. Teleport didn't get any value. Kind of with the same characteristics when you go Runeglaive from the jungle.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of extra burst, and he's got the magic pen already, but it does definitely feel like Death Cap. Sitting on 1,400 gold, as Spirit's caught, and there's nothing he can do.
Try to keep him in the pit and have the Baron chunk him down. Umpty jumps in on top of him, and he'll get taken out.
That was
nice
creative.
wall by Kuzan. Yeah, really creative play to get rid of the jungler, but they're still not in a position to go for the Baron quite yet, you would have to think.
And there's so many people at home feeling catharsis, because they're like, well, your double empowered Raw ain't gonna do nothing here, Rengar.
This could be really risky. Weaver's wall thrown out.
They just want to try and wall them off and try and take the Baron. They're rushing it here.
They have to do this
the
really
duration's
quickly.
really long.
Down to 3K. Can they get in there? The tidal wave coming through. Redemption thrown down. Won't come up with the steal, but Kuro is able to get rid of Snowflower right off the bat. Umpty does confirm the Baron, dashes out to safety, and Ixu will follow with his flash. And it looks like Jin Air, they might have just gotten away with murder for the most part. They get the Baron and only lose the Zyra.
That was genius stuff from Jin Air. The flash was about 20 seconds off cooldown when this all started. Nothing Spirit could do. No one was going to give him a jump. Freecs are going to run down to Elder Drake, but that's the only prize they can even hope for. It's not guaranteed either. Takes a while to whale down to 5,000. I don't think Lee Sin's going to get there, though.
Kramer does a lot of damage at the moment. You can see that does get taken out at the end.
Now he's swept. Oh, Equalizer.
Yeah, thrown down. Teddy goes low. They kick in Spirit. He gets knocked in underneath the tower, but it's not enough. Snowflower, the first one to fall yet again. Redemption comes down, healing up Umpty. He's got that G
nice
available.
hook.
Nice dredge line in onto Spirit. He's going to jump away with a flash. Tries to get himself out. Chain of Corruption comes down onto Kuro. Takes a bit of damage from the piercing arrow, but overall he's going to be okay. Afreeca Freecs still relatively healthy, but Marin and Spirit definitely going to have to try to hightail it out of here. Marin's cut off, but he's going to screw it. I'm just going to go straight into your face. Kuzan flashes over the wall, burns him down. Meanwhile, GA does get popped onto Umpty. Doesn't have much of anywhere to go. Gets taken out by Kramer, who's firing away at Ixu, trying to slow him up as best as he can. Should be able to do so. Should be able to make it a double kill. Teddy goes down. That's going to be the GA pop. Afreeca coming up already with 3 kills, looking for a 4th one, as Ixu will certainly fall here. Let's see what they can transition this into. A triple kill going over to Kramer, padding that KDA yet again.
It looked like Jin Air would get the one pick, but too many people turn around. No threat onto Kramer. And suddenly, the base is going to be broken. It took 43 minutes for us to see our first inhibitor turret go down. Death timers are pretty long. They could try to brute force. It is a Talia who has good wave clear. So for now, they're looking to stay. Marin can teleport back in. I think they want the finish now, Achilles. The team not ready for that sort of pace.
Thrown down. Here comes Marin from the backside, trying to get on top of Teddy. He's going to get popped up, and he gets taken down. Actually, Tucson coming up with the killing blow, and both carries on the side of Jin Air have been taken out. Umpty sniping from the back.
For the minion wave.
Yeah, trying to go ahead and delay. Thought maybe he was going to...
Can't even stop the minion wave now, Umpty.
Yeah, all right. Marin, cheeky play. We'll just go ahead, try to get on top of Umpty.
I mean, this is actually smart from Umpty, really. This is what he needs to be doing. And finally, Afreeca like, wait, death timers.
Yep, 30 seconds remaining on both. Marin's still sticking around.
What are you doing, Marin?
He's trying to spot out.
He's waiting for him to come for the next minion wave, I guess. I don't think they'll need another minion wave. It is a inhibitor down, so they are super minions.
Still only 20 seconds left on the clock here, and they can delay. You can see Snowflower just spamming out the flowers, keeping the minions occupied and away from the turret. Depth charge coming through. Spirit gets popped up.
You wouldn't know
the wave
it.
is gone. And it looks like Afreeca just going to go ahead and have to peel back. The Baron is available if they want to go straight for that objective. Looks like that might be the case. The pings are coming out. Jin Air are aware of this. Going in onto Umpty, doesn't have that GA. They stun up Ixu. You can see that equalizer ticking away at him. That 1800 piercing arrow, but it's not enough. The spike comes through, and Spirit is able to pick up the Baron yet again here. This time going over to Afreeca Freecs. But can they exit? Looks like the answer will be yes.
If you just build bases and you're like, no rush. Jin Air is the no rush team. They're like, can we all get to level 18 and fight? That's what they do, no rush.
I need to upgrade all my units. Let's just amass giant armies on both sides and crash them into each other.
Why don't they just start picking champions that peak at level 18 across the board? Because the game will get there eventually.
I don't know. had such a strong start. Still have this double Infernal Drake, but it's just not enough. They can't get a kill.
Most thrilling hunt.
There's been so many of these. I would like to know how many times he's used it and not gotten anything.
Oh.
Marn, though, going to get caught.
Are they far enough out of the base?
It finds
They might be.
Big tidal wave coming through. Snowflower goes down. Teddy desperately trying to kite back away from Spirit. And that's going to be a big shockwave. Connects onto Ixu. Not able to find Teddy as he flashes out to safety. But with Snowflower gone, a lot of the peel for Jin Air has been eliminated. But a big piercing arrow into the back line takes out Kuro. Is that enough to stop afreeca Freecs in their tracks, though? That is the question. Baron's respawn looks like afreeca might just peel back to that yet again.
So much action for 1-for-1. Kuzan once again. Oh, this is Ixu.
Yeah, Ixu, he TP'd in. Gets slowed up, though.
Flash is available, but
it'd still be so risky. There's not much follow-up available for him. Teddy's still in the mid lane, still low. Oh, Scrying Orb comes out. Marn will throw a ward over the wall, and looks like everybody's going to go home.
Tell me you're not entertained, Kilios.
I'm entertained.
Oh, good, the throw of the hunt's back.
Oh. Dash arrow.
Oh.
Nope, never mind.
What about Teddy? Oh, nope.
Oh, dear.
Such a thrilling hunt again.
It's,
we need a new name for these zoning throw of the hunts.
I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Finally
not
got
zoning
one.
at all.
Spirit makes his way into the back. Teddy sticking around for too long. Gets taken out. Marn pushing forward. Goes low. Tries to get onto Umpty, but he's going to get taken out. The Dragon's Rage with the help of Ixu able to finish him off. But Kramer firing away. Does take out Snowflower. Looking for Umpty to boot. Dashes away with a ward hop. Can they come up with a slow? Flash bubble from Tucson falls way too short, but they'll be able to get the move speed buff from the Scuttle Crab.
Umpty's running towards that minion wave.
Yet again, barely not connecting.
Stop chasing Umpty!
They could have went and killed the inhibitor again.
They're still gonna chase Umpty.
Now Kuro's doing it.
I'm so sad.
There we go.
To madness we go. I think I'm ready for the next stage of Grief, Kilios.
The descent has begun.
What's the stage after Jin Air?
Death. I don't know. No one ever got that far. Here we go.
All right.
Comes out. Equalizer thrown down. Ash Arrow going to go wide. Doesn't connect on Teddy. Executive order comes through
with the
Kuzan
wall
as he builds a wall. Dredge line connects on.
Who's going to pay for it?
Redemption is thrown down. It's like no one right now. No one wants to pay for that damn wall. Kuro's going to go ahead, peel back, goes low. But Jin Air just can't finalize the kill. Super Creep still pushing into the mid lane. Tucson takes a big hit.
Spirit's still invisible, in case you're wondering. Is that a teleport? Oh, it is.
There's a TP coming through. Ash Arrow gets thrown out. Elder Dragon comes through. His Spirit picks that one up. Dredge line onto Tucson. Kramer gets taken over the wall. He gets taken out. Umpty comes up with a kill. Marn going into the back line, trying to take out Teddy, but Kuro goes down on the other side of the fight. Tucson,
you might do it.
Well, they get 4 kills. It's just Spirit left alive.
But he's only going one way.
On the hunt, jumps on the Teddy, takes him out completely. It looks like he'll be able to get away with his life on top of it all.
And if I learned anything...
Flashes over, goes for Snowflower, finishes him off. The double kill coming in for Spirit. Can he finish off Kuzan? The GA is there. He needs to hightail it out of here. The Super Creeps are still knocking down the Nexus turrets. Can he do anything?
Can we watch the action,
I don't want to
please?
see him scratch his nose. Show me the fight. Talia gets the kill, and Jin Air, they hold on yet again. We're gonna break the record, I think.
Even the OGN observers are losing their minds to Kilios.
Oh, God. Well, they cut off Spirit.
Don't worry, didn't ride it. But this could actually be big.
He doesn't have an ultimate.
Spirit.
Yeah.
He's going to die.
Yeah, it looks like he might just go down. The redemption coming through. Is it enough? The heal
it
comes
is.
in, pops him back up to half HP. Oh, and he, no one dies.
Actually,
there we go. There we go. 67,
Thanks.
35.
Oh,
Red
maybe
slide
this is the time.
Connects onto Kuro. He gets popped up. He gets deleted. Umpty comes up with a kill. The rest of afreeca have to run for the hills.
They go Marn.
Big seismic shove on Marn. He makes it into the zone. He's in time, but it looks like he still might go down, and he does. Umpty coming up with a double kill. Teddy, he's still alive on the backside, firing off on his Spirit.
I think Jin Air might win.
A triple kill for Umpty. Can he make it a quadra? Looks like the answer is yes. And with that ace, Jin Air Green Wings, they're going to go. They're going to knock down the Nexus, and they're going to win game 1 of this best of 3 series.
Jin Air's smiling. They always do this, Achilles, but they always lose. They're actually going to win this game.
What the hell just happened, Jin Air? They played to their strengths. They took it beyond an hour. We won't break the record yet, but there's still another game, maybe even 2 more for that to happen, Papa Smithy.
Jin Air needs to continue down this trend, straight to madness, extend every game. Why play early games when you can just do this in the late game?